all the things checked, and they were just baffled. They didn't know what it could be. They were like, dude, we've never seen this before. And they had tested the blood 3 times. It's on the paperwork.
That's
Multiple
the first
blood
one. I was
tests.
like,
We
this
had
is
this.
an
We
error
showed
in the test, right? Yeah.
yeah. It's like we tested it. We tested other people's. We came back and tested yours again. It was off. My testosterone was 127 or something like
Super
that.
low. Yeah.
I was just not doing well in life. And
Mhm.
well, that's not fair to say. Life was hard, but I was still maintaining what was needed to be done for my household.
The best
But
thing is
that's
though,
where
man, you
all
still
my
like you
focus went.
retained a decent amount of tissue. Like you didn't
Right.
obviously you gained body fat, but like you still what these arms still gotta be like at least what 19, 20 inches around? Like
Yeah,
they're
those are probably about 19 at the time. And
yeah,
so
you
this is
didn't
me
get
at
small.
334. I was 334 here,
Okay.
and not really happy with it. But this was
Yeah.
me the first time I said, okay, this is too much.
I
And
love
just
that you took these photos, bro. I love that you took these photos. Most people are like, F that. But
I would,
bodybuilders know. Like I did it once before. I'm gonna turn this around.
and that's exactly my
So
thought. I'm going to do
now
this. It sucks, but I'm going to get there.
how long did it take? This was North Americans where you took third, right?
Right.
Okay, so how long was between this last photo right here and this?
Or uh, a little over 2 years, 2.5 years.
That's still crazy, man. What was your weight on stage here?
I think I was like 251 on that shot, but in the
Mhm.
evening I came back 254,
So
and
you were a
much more
little flat
conditioned.
prejudging?
Yeah, well, they wanted me to become more conditioning than USA, so I was like,
Yeah,
I'm not going to play the size game. We're
you
going to
showed
be
them like
tight.
conditioning.
Yeah.
Well, and
So
if you remember correctly, because I was talking to your coach Roland, and he was saying that you guys figured out like your like how you hold water and like your peaking protocol, and he thinks that like you could have if you would have known that before USA's, you would have been a lot better at USA's. But he's like, we figured it out, and you dropped like what, like 14 pounds this last week or something like that of water.
yeah, so I was 262 at North Americans. I touched 246, carved back up to 251 for morning
Okay.
and 254 for the evening. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And this is the side tricep here. You know,
Mhm.
clearly, you know, striations in the tricep, even a little cross feathering. Yeah, man. Like you can also kind of tell you're just because I know this isn't body fat. Like you're just flat. You're just like a little flat here.
Yep.
And I know just based like because like I know your chest is not a weak body part. That the chest is a little bit on the flatter side. But this is what I
It
wanted
was.
to
I was
bring up,
flat.
man. Like look at that waist. Like at you said 254 was what you came back at the night show.
Yep.
Like I don't know if you've ever measured your waist, but like, this has got to be like what 30 inches, 29. Like
Yeah. It gets down to about 30. Mhm.
yeah, which is unreal. Like my waist is like 29, 28, but I step on stage or this year I'll probably be 225. You know, and I'm not 6 foot tall, but like at the same time, like I'm a smaller framed guy, and that's a small waist for my frame. That's what I get compliments on is, well, your waist is really tiny, but your waist is smaller, and this year you're going to easily be in the 270s, probably mid 270s, if not high 270s this year on stage.
I believe so. Something like that. We're going to bring a special package.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah. I
I'm
love the
super
shot.
excited. I wanted to brag on this one here because like I showed you this before because you sent me all these, but this is just a really fucking cool photo, man. Like just the lighting, but like this is what a like more, and this is you know that same year, like
Yes.
probably
This
your
was my first show
qualifier
that year.
for
Hmm.
USA's. So this is
Yep.
what Devon's chest and shoulders look like full, and even the triceps. There's so much more pop going on in the triceps, but just a little bit more fullness.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, you can see that there. So yeah, man. Oh, and this is obviously the reason he does it all right here.
My babies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the snake. For some reason, there's a snake in there.
We were at South Padres for the girls. Their birthdays are 12 days apart.
Okay.
So we took the Padre, and so we were going to watch the alligator farm and all the other reptiles and stuff. And so they didn't really want to do this, but I had a conversation with them about like overcoming fears and blah blah blah.
I love
And
this.
and I held the snake and got them to do it. And by the end of it all, they were actually pretty okay with it.
Yeah,
But I have some other pictures of them holding like baby gators and stuff.
it's
But
so
this is
cool, man.
good. It was a fun time. My daughter, you can see her on the side. She's still kind of reluctant.
She's like staying away a little bit, and I hear she's like arm is out a little bit. Like I'll be in the photo, Dad, but I'm not gonna be up in that snake's face.
Uh-huh.
you know those things bite, right? Like,
Like, what are we doing here? Why is this a thing? Yeah.
and then you got this kid. They're just like, let me have it.
Listen, the personalities, this is such a fun thing for parents. Every parent that watches this, y'all understand if you have multiple kids. It's like they all have these varying personality types. Because ironically, the Ryu, is the one with the snake around his neck. He's usually the most skittish one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on this day, he was feeling it,
And
you
did you
know?
get the Ryu? That instantly makes me think of Street Fighter. Like,
Yeah, that's so. This is my son. So my son, my biological son, is the little bitty one in the front. Ryu's like my surrogate stepchild because
okay,
me and his mom aren't together anymore. But Ryu, when she first started, we were still in touch back then. Me and her have known each other half my life. But when she said the name, I was like, "That's awesome." She was like, "Yeah, it's from Street Fighter. It means
okay, so what's
dragon."
Palm? I
And
like
I
it.
was like, "Heck
I love
yes,
it.
that's the coolest name ever."
Yes,
So so yeah.
that's fantastic, man.
So it was good. But these are the babies.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted people to see, like, sometimes it's tough to tell. Like, obviously, he's a beefcake. Like, I thought I was big until I walked into Muscle Factory, literally my first day, and I'm like, okay, the bar has been raised. Devon is way bigger than me, so now I got to like elevate my game a little bit. But I got to be
I love
honest,
that.
that's literally why Alicia and I moved down here was to be around people like you, not just in
Yes,
bodybuilding, but in life and in business. Just to we become the people that we spend the most time with, and I firmly believe
right.
that's the point of community. So to sign us off today, man, um, I wanted to ask you this. What does iron and honor mean to you?
Iron and honor to me means the we're discussing the value of being molded into a strong man, both physically as well as spiritually, as well as emotionally and mentally. And how iron sharpens iron, having brotherhood and men coming together is how we're going to go about doing that, which I think we've talked about an agreement. Like that's a large part of what we want to do here is create brotherhood for men to be able to come here and hear real men talk, real men of God talk about the developmental process we've all experienced, and remembering that while this is about, yes, obviously we're gym rats and we iron in the gym, that we are the epitome of that in real time. We are the armor of society, the armor of our families, and that's an honorable pursuit. To remember that it's not just a physical pursuit, but that it is a pursuit of integrity and character.
I love that. And the reason I don't put any like pre-frame on that is because I really wanted to hear like what those words meant to you. And I think that if you would have put me on the spot, like when I first like thought of those words, I don't know if I could have said it any better, but that was the same, like without us even talking about it beforehand. That's literally where my brain was going with the same exact mindset. So, man, I really appreciate you on the podcast today, and I look
Yes, sir.
forward to starting this journey with you, man. And honestly, just getting to know you better as a human being and as a man and as a
Yes,
brother.
sir.
And I do really think that this is going to be pretty cool. So, if you guys want, go ahead and comment below any topics, questions, predictions for bodybuilding. How quickly will Devon make it to the Olympia stage? I want to know everybody's
Yeah.
comments below. Give us some feedback, and we will come back to you. So we're going to be hitting you guys 2 days a week. One topic will mostly be around bodybuilding and like what's going on in our current sport, because we do want to represent actual bodybuilders talking about bodybuilders,
Yes,
not
sir.
just fans of bodybuilders talking about bodybuilding. And then the other will be all about masculinity and brotherhood and what that looks like in our walk with Jesus. So thank you guys for showing up, and we will see you guys next week.